Hey everyone, I'm Doug and this is my standard car build PvP video, and I'm gonna explain my build. This build is focusing on the next patch. The new DLC is coming in August, so I'm gonna share with you guys some different things I have in mind here. So let's go. First of all, I'm using Shackler Breaker, and this set is pretty good. Give you weapon damage, spell damage, stamina recovery, magic recovery, maximum stamina, and maximum magica. It's really important have a big pool of magica and a big pool of stamina, so it's a hybrid set. I think it's very awesome. I will explain later why. So let's go for the second set. I'm using Water Wolf Hide. This set gives you maximum health, maximum stamina, weapon damage. When you take damage, you generate 5 ultimate. This effect can occur once every 5 seconds. It gives you ultimate very quickly, so it's pretty good because when you are at decay and you have ultimate, you have resources, you have stamina back, you have magica back, so it's a pretty good set. And for last, I'm using Selene's. Of course, you guys can use Tremor Scale, you guys can use Blood Spawn. This is my choice. I like Selene's because the burst damage is awesome. And the burst damage is pretty good, so I use this because of that. But you can change, and you can change it if you want, and you can change Shackle Breaker for Tavos, for example. It's pretty good as well. Here I'm using 6 heavy pieces and 1 medium, just because undaunted passive, so you can use 1 light, 1 medium, 5 heavy, or 2 medium and 5 heavy. It's your choice. I'm using Sharpened Shackle Breaker Battle Axe because of bleed. It's a very good have a Battle Axe bleeding weapons, you guys know. Passive from 2-hand skill line. And I'm using sword and board. Here I have a shield of Shackle Breaker, and I'm using a charger sword of Water Wolf Hide. That's why I got this. This set is a pain in the ass to farm, so I got this sword. And like I say, next patch they will nerf sharpened weapons and defending weapons, so you might have to try something different here. So we try and use charged because I'm using the fallen weapon enchantment. When you cause disease damage, you have chance to apply minor defy on the enemies, which reduces healing his saving of the enemy. Is pretty good because the enemy will not heal a lot, they will heal less, a lot less, so it's pretty good. And this is a support build. You can choose one, but I focus this on Zero Deal, Battlegrounds. It works on CP campaigns or no CP. It is a very good build. Of course, sometimes you're gonna die, sometimes you're gonna kill people. So it's a pretty good. It's like depends of your play style. And now let's go for the skills I'm using. And wait a minute, just a minute. Espera aí. Alright, sorry about that. And let's go to the skill lines. I'm using here PC armor. I could use hand sack, of course, but I prefer use PC armor. Like I said, this is a support build, so this reduces spell resistance and physical resistance as well. And when you play as a group, you always have mages, sharks, mag blades with you guys, so it's important reduce spell resistance as well. I'm using RX Slash as well, and because this is a good burst damage, direct damage, and reduce the movement speed, it's pretty awesome. And also afflict enemy with minor main, reduce the damage done by 15% for 12 seconds. And you gain minor heroism, granting you one ultimate every 1.5 seconds for 9 seconds. So this is stuck with Wolf or Hard Wolf set, so you have ultimate very quickly. It's pretty awesome. I'm using Igno Shield. This will give you a shield and major mating, and give you stamina back from helping hands passive. We have Vigor here. This is our heal. So eventually we use Vigor, and after that we use Igno Shield, because major main they now just during 3 seconds. So when you are in a fight, you cast Vigor, and after that we cast Igno Shield. Your heal is gonna be awesome. And we use Fossilize as our CC. And this is a good CC because this disorient the target and root the target. So the enemy gonna have to break free and roll dodge to escape from your damage. So it's a pretty good skill. I like so much. You can use Revigorating Bash here or Invigorate Drain, but I prefer Fossilize because it is an Eternal Heart ability, so it gives you stamina back as well because the Helping Hands passive. So I think it's pretty awesome. Here I'm using Spell Wall. This is good ultimate, cheap as fuck. So always you have this because you get stamina back from RX Slash, you get stamina back for Wolf or Hard Out, and another passives from Eternal Hair as well. So this is good against Sharks, against Mages, against Archers, because this reflect all projectiles cast at you for 7 seconds, and you can block all the attacks at no cost. So it's pretty good. Use some situations you got problems, and you cast this and get resource back and reflect all the projectiles on you. It's pretty good. And always you cast this and you can buff yourself and get back to the battle right now, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, second bar we have War Gap Close and Stampede. I use this over Critical Rush because this reduces the movement speed of the enemy. It's pretty good. Flames of Oblivion, this is a good burst and cheap, so I like this skill because it's another burst damage you have on your build. You cast one time and it will do damage 3 times on the enemy. The cost is nothing, because and while it's slotted, you gain major properties and major sever, increase your spell and weapon critical ratings. It's pretty good, and so you guys maybe want to use that. You can use Shuffle here for dodge, but I think Shuffle is pretty pretty high. The cost is so high, so it's expensive. The cost is so expensive, so I prefer use Flames of Oblivion. We have Raleigh here. It's our burst heal, and use this, and after the battle you can use this again, and this will heal you. So, and give you major brutality, increase your auto damage. So we have here hardened armor. I prefer this over volatile armor because the shield it gives to you is pretty good. And we have here our executioner. This is for kill people. You see how somebody is dying, you go and executioner on her. It's pretty good. You can use reverse slice as well. I prefer executioner. And we have here take flight. Take flight, our main DPS skill. Usually you use take. You are on the battle, so you here you do all the damage. When you see the guy almost dying, you cast take flying and go to overkill and probably kill the people. It's pretty good. So let's go from, let's see. Okay, this is my build. So let's go for champion points. This is a try. I don't know if it's better, but you can use the champion points you think is good. I'm doing really good with this champion points, so let's see. I have Ironclad because it's reduced damage tank against direct damage. I think it's awesome. Spell shield and critical resistance is very important in PvP, so it's a must. Elemental defender and hardened. We have nothing here. Warlord because break free. Bashing focus, just for not spend some points for nothing. I not put anything on Coffee Arcanist because for me, I don't know, not change much things. So I put all in tenacity, and we have a good sustain. Putting these points in tenacity, and we have Tumbling Shadow One. And in here we have all in Master Art Armors, increase your damage done with direct damage attacks by. And Mighty Piercing, you can put some things here, I don't know, it's got to do. And that's my champion points. We recover a lot of stamina back with heavy attacks, like you guys see. Over almost 4k stamina back with one heavy attack. Let's see. Yeah, 3k, almost 4k, so it's pretty good. So the rotation is you cast yourself and critical rush, stampede, you personalize, minor defiler, erratic flash, select props, and cast yourself again, and keep fighting. And do this. To finish it, you go and it's pretty this you're gonna do when you fight. And the target is bleeding, and this is what you're gonna do. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is not a perfect build, I'm not a perfect player, I'm just trying to share with you guys my build, and I hope you guys have joined, and yeah, thank you. Keep up.